Hey everyone, welcome back to the User Feedback Fundamental Crash Course. Again, this is Wilson Pang, and you're watching Lesson 4. So in this lesson, I will be covering how to set up your very first user feedback survey tool, and a bunch of questions that you should ask before you actually select a tool. So the first question I always like to ask before picking any product or tool in general, it doesn't have to do with user feedback, is but for this situation, we're talking about user feedback. So um, the first question I would ask is, do I want to send short or long form surveys? I covered the difference between short form and long form surveys in the previous lessons. I think that was in lesson 2, so you can go back and check out the video. It's on YouTube. Um, do I need a website feedback widget in general? Do I have enough customers to gather that data? That's some of the question that you should be asking before you select a tool. Does the tool give me good analytical data? So after I get all the tool, after I get all the data and responses, is there an analytical dashboard within the tool where I can actually view all my data? Can I export the data? Can I segment data? Can I put it into a different bucket list? Data is very important, especially when it comes to bringing back that data to present into your team to see like what type of product feature to build next. So that's a question to consider. Will the tool look good on mobile? Like I think like 95% of the people nowadays are on their mobile phone, they're on the iPhone. So does the surveys look good within the mobile phone when people are checking and browsing? And that's why it's very important to send maybe even shorter surveys so that people can just read it like right away when they wake up in the morning and then click on the response. So you do want to know whether or not it looks good on mobile. Does the tool come with a free trial, right? Do they offer a free trial for you to actually try out the tool and test it before you actually commit full time to it? Does it allow customization, auto follow up emails, custom landing pages? Does it have all these features that can help you automate your process of getting more user feedback and putting those feedback into use, into good use? And does it integrate with your current tools? So, for example, you're using Intercom or you're using Drip as your email service provider. Does it integrate with those tools? These are all the questions that you should consider before you even select a user feedback survey tool and before you even send out your very first survey. But let's say you did already consider all these questions, you did ask yourself, you have the answers for it. Now let's move on to how you can actually set up your very first survey using an example. So in this example, we'll be using YesInsights to set up your first user feedback survey because this is the tool that I found it, and as well as is the all-in-one feedback tool for you to actually be able to get actionable feedback through one-click surveys, through Net Promoter Score, as well as a website widget for you to analyze your funnel and get the most data out of it. We do have an analytical dashboard, and we do integrate with all those tools that I mentioned, like Intercom, Drip, HubSpot, ConvertKit, Infusionsoft, or whatever else you're using, like MailChimp or Aweber. So first thing you want to do is head over to YesInsights.com and select a package that suits for you. And one of the questions that I brought up earlier was, does the phone come with a free trial? Absolutely. We do come with a free trial. As soon as you create your account, you will see on the top right this big green button right here that says create a survey. So click on that and to get started on creating your very first survey. You will be prompted to a little popover that will ask you, do you want a regular survey or do you want to create an NPS survey? So regular surveys are the one-click surveys that I mentioned, or do you want a Net Promoter Score survey? In this case, we'll be using the one-click and inline survey. So go ahead and fill out the details such as your survey name, the survey question that you want to ask, and different responses. You can add additional response if you want. If you want to make the survey longer with more responses, you can feel free to add that. The next thing will be to continue to fill out the form. So within the survey creation page, you can actually create a custom landing page for people to land on, where you can ask additional questions or get additional data, as well as you can use our auto follow-up feature, which automatically triggers a follow-up email to people who answer a survey. So for people who select a certain answer, you can segment them or put them into a different bucket list within your email service provider, or use a Zapier integration to do a lot of automation flows, and then pretty much send them an auto follow-up email like a discount or a referral code or something like that, or a thank you a personal thank you. These work really well, and it continues the user engagement and allows you to build more relationship for more feedbacks in the future. You can also get notifications, so you can turn it on for Slack. Slack is a very popular chat platform, or you can just get notifications within your email. The next thing that will happen is that once you create your survey, we will ask you how would you like to share a survey. So this is the part where you probably want to select the email service provider that you're using. Again, we integrate with a bunch of stuff like ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Constant Contact, Autopilot, Drip, Shopify, whatever you want to use, or you can use Gmail. You can natively embed it within your WordPress blog post or just trigger like a website widget and just select the one that works best for you and whatever you're working with right now, such as Intercom. As soon as you select it, then we'll show you a preview of the survey, and all you have to do right here is simply just copy this survey right here. So copy the snippet and paste it directly into your email or your automation flow, your marketing email flow, and it will automatically go out and it'll look exactly like how it's displayed right now. So it does not require any coding, and it only takes like 2 minutes to set up this entire process. Right afterwards, you can go to the analytical page. On the right side of our dashboard, actually, you see a live feed of when the survey response comes in, along with the comments. But here's a example of how we sent out our first survey that says, how will you feel if you can no longer use YesInsights? And it will come with, it will show the responses. You can also export this as a CS3 file or segment it, integrate it with different apps like Zapier, and see in your possibilities are endless. This is how the Net Promoter Score survey looks. And this is how it will look like if you're setting up a website feedback widget, like for your blog, to show up on certain pages within your application, within your mobile app. This is how the website feedback widget will look like. Well, that was a very simple guide on how you can set up the survey. Again, you can sign up for a free trial at yesinsights.com, and I'll be going more into details with our user feedback fundamental course in lesson 5. So I'll see you guys in lesson 5.